Hailing from a traditionally cloth merchant family, they had a shop in the largest cloth market in Asia for over 3 generations. In the late 1990s, the traditional shop where Nawang's father and uncles had sat cross-legged on a gaddi was renovated into a modern, air-conditioned shop. This shop was ready for the next generation. Nawang's father was hopeful that he would take over the profitable business, but in vain. Many a times, he would find Nawang in the shop completely bored with sadness in his eyes.
Look, son, this is an air-conditioned and comfortable showroom with very good reputation. All you have to do is take it forward. You can spend your life in comfort with a very good earning capacity.
This is an AC jail for me. I would love to be in a field with adventure and excitement. I would like to dedicate myself to a cause.
In 1996, he was part of his father's team which visited the war-torn Siachen glacier in the eastern Karakoram. Nawang's father briefed the team.
Did you know that almost after 10 years, the glacier is now open for civilians?
Nawang was happy to meet Brigadier Randhir Singh at the glacier.
My younger son, Nawang.
Pleasure to meet you, Nawang. There was a glitter in his eyes when he met the brigadier.
Likewise, sir. It's an honor to meet you.
Nawang stood quietly in the background, listening to his father's briefing as he outlined the expedition's itinerary and objectives. It was the first time a civilian expedition was venturing into Siachen, something the army was looking forward to. It would show that the glacier belonged to India and also highlight difficulties and sacrifices of the army. Nawang was enthralled by the place. There, Nawang met several young army officers. He discussed various aspects of the army with them.
It sure must be amazing to be up here.
Well, we try to make the most of it.
The expedition team climbed further and saw the Indian Army in operation at close quarters. They immediately realized what it meant to serve in one of the most inhospitable regions of the world. Later, Brigadier Randhir Singh invited the group to his tent. So that concludes your trip, and I hope you enjoyed it. You're all invited to my tent. We look forward to hearing your experience on the Siachen Glacier.
We'll be there, and we have a lot to share.
During the briefing, Brigadier Singh introduced Nawang to his colleagues. It was during this trip Nawang realized his true purpose of life: to join the Indian Army. You see that boy sitting over there? He's the right candidate for the army. Days later, Nawang's father received a letter.
It's from Brigadier Randhir Singh. He has invited us to give a talk on the expedition.
Nawang and his family visited Brigadier Randhir Singh in Rajpipla, where Harish Bhai gave a brilliant exposition on the Siachen expedition to an assembly of friends and relatives who were invited in his honor. As conversation flowed, Nawang was enthralled to hear about Gorkha soldiers and their bravery from Brigadier Randhir Singh, who was from 4th Battalion, the 3rd Gorkha Rifles. Nawang knew now that nothing would stop him from joining the infantry.